Good afternoon, everybody. Today I have to introduce to you Nellie, my latest little journal. She's absolutely beautiful, and I've made her with digitals from Ruby and Pearl, Heather, and the digital kit. I think it's called Down by the Seaside, but I've also used a few other digital packs from Ruby and Pearl, which are my new favourites. They are so gorgeous. Right, now I've got to say that the trim I have got from this gorgeous ribbon and blue trim I got from the Regent Bowerbird, and I've got to thank her so much because it got here so fast. Anyway, without further ado, let's have a look into this. This little journal was made with two large A4 envelopes, just butted together so that it works out as a trifold. So when it's all open, this is what she looks like. Isn't that yummy? Isn't that gorgeous? The light's fading. I'll just turn on another light source. Sorry about that. I think we're about to have a huge storm. Right, so I'll just pop that back in there. I mean, the graphics on this is so beautiful, and I'm just still so in love with blue. I've got this beautiful wide lace the other day, this gorgeous wide lace trim, and doesn't that make a beautiful pocket? That is two little handmade bags there that will be included, and I've made a nice little, these are both ribbons and they are little pockets on either side. So you've got the darker side and then you go to the light. And the ribbon is a bit of beautiful little fairy tulle with stars on it, which I found at Spotlight the other day. So gorgeous. And stitched around. So then we have another print. This is the only printable that is not from Ruby and Pearl, and I'll have to find out where that is from. I love those blue roses, just magnificent. And of course I've been playing with my new favourite thing, the embossing powders. And my mother loves swans, and I just adore this picture. And that's just a nice journaling card. I've tried to keep it blue and white rather than go along the coffee stained tea dye routes. I just really wanted that crispness of the white. Now these are interesting. These are called French envelopes, French letters, and it's a kit from Ruby and Pearl. And I remember folding things like this, and then it became your envelope, and you just popped the stamp on it and addressed it. I've tried to age it, little holes here and there, and folded it as though it had been folded a zillion times, as though it's really old. And of course I have no idea what it says. I don't know if it's a love letter or a Dear John letter, or I'm not sure. Let's hope it's a love letter, because I don't speak French. This is another one of the printables, and again, bit of embossing, but this was already collaged on the papers, and I don't think, I mean, what can you do to that? That is just a stunning, stunning image. And I love this lady at the window. How relaxed does she look? I think she might be doing a bit of sewing by the way she's got her hand up there. And another faux envelope, which actually is I've just left it so that when you unfold it, you can have that as an extra piece of writing paper. So it then becomes a nice hidden tuck spot. And as I said, I had some white lined papers, so I've included those. Look at the way Heather collages, just amazing, just gorgeous. Her style is so cool. I've done a bit of collaging on that one. Those children look like they've had a huge day and they are ready to leave. And if that's their nanny or their mum, I think she's kind of feeling the same emotions there. It's hilarious. So lots of more writing paper here that I had scrap. I went and bought some beautiful lace curtain. It had a gorgeous feather design, and that's just a nice window on some lined blue paper. Actually, this paper was a page out of an old magazine, so it's nice and sturdy. And then some more vintage ephemera that I was able to just fold up. It's faux, of course. A faux. The vintage ephemera that you find in the antique stores in Australia is worth a bomb. Very rare to find anything. See, that's the beautiful collaging work. I love that. I just love this paper. And look at these little darlings. Day at the seaside. And all I've done is lined it with an extra long piece of blue, so that you get a lovely space to just do a nice little bit of journaling. Just another nice little addition there. This is from one of Ruby and Pearl's wallpapers, I think. Really sweet. Bit of blue paper. Another journaling card. She looks so relaxed. Looks like maybe she's made a big sandcastle and then someone's tried to destroy it by the looks of it. Another old magazine paper, 2 pockets on either side, and then I stitched down the middle of the pockets a note paper, which I thought, why didn't I think to do that ever before? But when you take out the journaling cards, you get that gorgeous image. Pure white frocks. Boy, I can't imagine sand and salt air and white. But they do look gorgeous, don't they? And this little girl with the sun hat on, she looks really happy in the waves. And that's just some lovely hand-dyed blue papers that I've just included in there. That's the other side of that paper. Then we've got some bathing beauties that probably would have been a cabinet card. It's just gorgeous. Beautiful. Another one of the Kit's collage papers. Just adore that. Magazine paper page. The other side of that with more netting, curtaining. Some more scrap white paper. Then some more faux pieces as well. I've made an envelope here and covered it with some beautiful blue wallpaper, and then used some gold embossing to bring out the swirls in that. That is so pretty. And then here I used my Sizzix 3D embossing machine. I've got a gorgeous rose. Haven't owned it very long, but oh boy, it's done double duty. And this ribbon, I got that from Spotlight the other day. I had a dress like that in about 1976. I made myself a long dress for the school formal. So I've hinged it there, and then there's a secret tuck spot in behind there. Just a little bit of scrap fabric off that pocket. I didn't want to waste it. That's gorgeous. Something about that I absolutely adore. This is a nice piece of vellum here that will be hinged probably by this afternoon. I just couldn't wait to film this before we got this huge storm that's coming. There's the other side of that gorgeous pocket. I've lined it with some pale blue paper behind, which actually gives you 2 pockets there. The lace in the front and then the pocket in behind. So that's really handy. And this is a nice flip. I was playing with some cardstock and my beautiful 3D embosser and some silver, because there's nothing better than blue and silver. And I just cut it into this shape, which makes a beautiful flip. And then underneath the flip, I've got a pocket that has texture paste around that image, and then I've done a tag to match with lots of texture paste. So the feel of that, oh, it's beautiful. It's really beautiful, and backed. And behind that, I was lucky enough, I went into an antique store the other day. Oh no, not an antique store, our Salvation Army actually, and found two beautiful hankies for $1 in a box that had never been opened. One was pink and one was blue. So I've just sat that in behind there. So you get a hanky. What a lovely bonus. And look at that gorgeous painting. And then of course the last page with a pocket, a nice slender pocket down the bottom, and another one of that lady. That's another collage page, and with some vintage ephemera, and that pretty little bluebird. Right, so then that all sits in there, and then we just close up the middle, put the right hand side in, and this one I have done a pocket in the top of this envelope, and it's actually a writing board. So there's that, and an envelope pocket on the front with that gorgeous ribbon to bring the blue, and that's a collage that I did. I've started collaging with scraps. After every time I make a journal, I take all the scraps that are left over and I'll collage on A4 sheets, and that was just a spare piece of 6x6 that I had. It's good to use it up, because I find if I don't use it up, I very rarely visit it again, unless I want to do it, something. And then that will go in like that, and I've called a Nell or Nellie because my grandmother lived out on a farm in a remote part of Australia, and she used to fish. But unlike this gorgeous dame, it looks like about 1920s outfits to me there, Nan just used a bent pin for a hook and cotton, and she used to catch fish out of the stream. I don't think you could do that today. Every time I go fishing, I don't have much luck. And then I've just got some gorgeous blue ribbon, because I didn't fashion a closure on this journal, and I thought this blue ribbon would just tie it off beautifully. And I will have a beautiful little silver bluebird probably in the center. So thank you for watching, everybody, and I hope you like Nellie. She's a gorgeous little journal, and I'm going to list her in my Etsy shop. So when you see this, she'll be for sale, and it's free postage within Australia. Just a teaser there. And it's Christmas coming up, and blue, everybody loves blue. That's my selling point. I hope this video finds you all well, and thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. I thank you all, each and every one of you, from the bottom of my heart. And if you're watching this and you haven't subscribed, please tick that like and subscribe button, and please everybody leave me a comment. I'd love to just have a chat with you. So thank you, everybody, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. See ya.